Listen, the fragrance mathematics is simple. 90% of the people want the following three things, starting off with sexy. They want a delicious fragrance that's ultra sexy that'll garner them compliments. Number two, performance. They need, for some reason, for the fragrance to be smelled a football field's length away so everybody knows, yo, I just walked in the room to shut ish down. And number three, and I understand, we're going through an economical situation. The Happy Meal crisis is crazy. The dollar store isn't even $1, it's $1.25. And Arizona's ain't even 99 cents no more. But hold up, because Uncle Cuba's here to save the day because I got 10 fragrances that meet those three criteria. Good performance, sexy, and balling on a budget. Let's roll my music so I can put you on to 10 cheap, sexy fragrances that almost have beast mode qualities.
We're all alone in the middle of the river, yeah. There's some friends on the south side in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝐷𝐸. Let's jump right into the video because everybody's attention span is this big. Ain't nobody got time to be watching these YouTube videos for so long. You probably watched 3 of them already and are like, yo, who's this stupid looking dude with a chain on that sounds like he's 11 but has the face of a 50-year-old? I'm not there yet. So the first fragrance I'm going to start off with, Love at First Sniff. New acquisition in my collection. Still cheap until the hype starts to percolate throughout FragCom. Then prices will 100% go up because people are greedy, and that's Malachite by Mason Alhambra, aka Lattafa. This is an interpretation, a god of fire, or god of love, or god of semen, god of something. It don't matter because you're not getting the original anyway. What I'm telling you is that this joint is sweet, sexy, tropical fruit essences, an absolute compliment grabbing fragrance that has not performed under 9 hours off of my skin. So far, this is hovering in the space of a beast mode fragrance. So you're looking for a beast mode performance, compliment factor, cheap, and available at this point on places like Amazon. You could prime the shit tomorrow. Spectre Malachite. Yeah. Next one is Amir, Wild, and Tobacco. A little bit of that red tobacco Mancera-ish type energy, same type of deal, a little bit of its own characteristic, and this one seems to be off of my skin more of a cherry black and mild and muskier punch. This smells like a bunch of old dudes smoking black and milds in the corner playing dominoes. If you live in the hood, dominoes is one of those things that brings all cultures together. Black, white, Spanish. Everybody can sit at a domino table and scream at the same decibel level while getting tanked off the same liquor. Trust and believe that Poppy's gonna be in the corner like, hey, loco, what's up, Mike? Hey, easy. It's New York shit. The spicy tobacco and incensey nature of this fragrance with these nice saffronic kind of Spaniard elements makes this fragrance absolutely delicious. Great performance and wildly cheap. Next one. Salario Epic. In that BR40 space with its own twist. Now this one still has that same cotton candy essence, and it also has a really loud musky punch, a little bit synthetic-y on the opening, but the dry down is where the magic truly happens on this fragrance. The joint is living under that $60 space, and it has that DNA that will absolutely garner you attention because the BR540 scent profile is one of the most popular out there next to Aventus. This fragrance also to me screams a little bit more leathery and tobacco-y forward. That's why I'm saying it's BR540 inspired by, and you'll recognize it if you know the scent DNA, but this has a lot of its own DNA and characteristics, so it's more of a hybrid or even tribid. But what I can tell you is that it's sexy and it performs. Next one. This joint needs to come with the warning label like a cigarette box. Lattafa Atlas. No more than 3 sprays do I ever need in life. Actually, 2 sprays for me does just fine, but I'm also not one that bathes himself in fragrance. Truth be told, 90% of the women that I've met, at least some New York shorties, don't like dudes that bathe themselves in fragrance. Trust me. I personally have never met a woman that's like, no, keep spraying, keep spraying. Never, ever in life. In a major metropolitan city, you're gonna fail with one of 2 things. Either your BO is reeking like a European tourist, or you're bathed in alcohol and chicks just look at you wild crazy like, yo, my man, just go that way. Find the proper balance in your sprays. Now this one can go very far with very minimal usage. This is inspired by Megamar, which is a salty, aquatic, ambergris musky fragrance that has stellar performance. Very versatile. You can use it anytime, anywhere, as long as you don't overdo it. Don't spray near an open flame because you never know, you might spontaneously combust, but you want a summertime freshie that'll perform? Babo. This shit hits crazy. Next one. A newer acquisition in my collection that I was surprised by the performance. It's also inspired by a very popular fragrance, and this is Genuine Men Reserve. This shit says Giovanni on it. It sounds like a Dominican bachata singer. But this is inspired by Givenchy's Gentleman Reserve Privé, and it has a lot of the same characteristics. The original has a little bit more of a barrel-aged, smokier whiskey essence, which isn't in here. You do have the boozy element, but there's something about the original that has more of a refined, subtle, kissed, higher-end whiskey, as this shit is a Buchanan 12-year that does the job, but is actually extra powdery. I think what they did better in this fragrance is try to encompass the powdery notes, that irisy, orris root type situation that you get from Gentleman Reserve Privé, put it in an affordable option, make that the shining star, and then add the whiskey scotch element to it. So Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé is like a Blanton's. This shit is Buchanan, but good, and performs surprisingly well. Next one. Not much I can say about this scent. Oud for Glory. 90% of y'all who watch fragrance videos already know about Oud for Glory. The beast from the east. This joint is Rose Oud done incredibly. Taking a page out of Oud for Greatness, and it took that page and it damn near went to federal prison for fraud. Incredible. Handsome. Very Middle Eastern, but very sexy. Isn't overly rose. It isn't overly oud. It's well balanced and super affordable, available on a ton of gray market websites, including places like an Amazon. Delectably mysterious, super affordable, amazing performance, not for the hot weather, but trust me, compliment grabbing absolutely has that. Next one. LFA Zamir Al Oud, another Amazonian special that'll make you smell like burning embers by the fireplace. A warm, seductive, cuddly nature fragrance that does have a boozy element, but it also has that burnt, ambery, smoky, incensey element that makes it intriguing, sophisticated, gives you a level of intellectualism that is like, oh, this dude is not just wearing a Dior or a Blue or an Aventus. He moves different. The caliber of woman that this man attracts puts herself in a different pedestal. She dresses different. She moves different. She talks different. Her flow is different. So why not smell different with incredible performance? Next one. Papa, we need a little freshness in our life, and this one has a little bit of a Greenwich Avenue type situation. I hate pronouncing this name. Grandier Avenue, London. I could barely read, but I got a great nose. Citric, bright, airy, aquatic, slightly fruity, absolutely beautiful. It has this airy, dry vetiverness, but has also a fabric softener cleanliness about this scent profile that makes it absolutely super delectable. And for a freshie, which are notoriously horrible when it comes to performance, this has over about 7-8 hour space with about 5 to 6 sprays. Now that's not full-blown beast mode, but think about it. For fresh fragrances that don't perform well at all, I would consider this beast mode. Fragrance performance all day shouldn't be the end-all be-all for everybody. Yes, you don't want something to last like an hour. Granted, that's just bullshit water. You don't need to be asking wifey, where's the Scotch Brite off, because the fucking fragrance is just not coming off the skin. That can't be healthy. But that Avenue London, super sexy, very clean, mostly for the hot weather, but a very elegant, underrated, slept-on cheapie that I think y'all would definitely enjoy. The fragrance made famous by TikTok, Barara King. This joint is a 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃 inspiration that has incredibly nuclear performance. Now, just like 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃, this fragrance can be a little jarring, could be a little bit much. It is very loud, it is very attention grabbing, it is definitely beast mode, but for some people it might be a lot. So just maintain proper trigger control like if you're at a shooting range. This fragrance can be wildly overwhelming. It has a lot of sweet and musky forward nuances. It's a cornucopia of fruit with a shitload of musk on top that smells like a nuclear grenade for like the first 2 minutes, because you just won't know what to do or what's going on with the cloud of scent all around you. It's like napalm just went off, but sexy napalm. Listen, you're always bitching you want a fragrance that lasts forever, right? Well, Barara King absolutely has all the sillage and attention grabbing capabilities that you're looking for. Clubbing, partying, bars, nightlife, swingers club, S&M dungeon, not judging. This can absolutely satisfy and quench that beast mode thirst of getting all the attention because of a scent that you're looking for. It's hype off of TikTok because apparently Canelo was wearing it, but that dude barely said anything. I'm wearing what is it called? Carl, and everybody automatically assumed it was this shit. Marketing at its finest. And finally, Amber Oud Exclusive Blah. A little bit of a PDM kind of vibe in this joint. I sometimes feel that it's almost a blend of like Layton and Carlisle, rather than just one over the other. I feel like it has something to do with like this fresh, crisp, baked apple essences with a ton of cinnamon and nutmeg on top. But best believe that this shit has incredible performance and makes you the delectable dessert that she's gonna want to snack on. Just don't spray this on your ass because you might experience something that you never had before. You know what I'm saying? Salt and salad. Very sexy, inexpensive, perfect for a date night. And what's better than a clone fragrance that cloned another clone house? That's gangsta. There you go, fam. 10 fragrances. Cheap, budget, and sexy. Exactly what you're looking for. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll put links in the description to these fragrances. Let me know what your favorite beast mode, cheap interpretation, clone fragrance that you like. Leave it in the comments below, and maybe I'll do a viewer's choice to put people onto your recommendations in a future video. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you know who it is, fam. Biggest in the game. Don't I be telling them? I be telling them. I'm that guy. Oh, correction. I am that he. I'm they. I'm him, he, hey. Pronouns are he, her. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start attack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would ever